Hey guys, welcome to my October 2024 monthly reset video. Today is Sunday the 29th of September. I am filming, editing and making this video live today. I left it to the last minute purely because I wanted to just wait until the very last moment, if I'm honest, to film this video because I just didn't feel like filming it earlier. I had so many things that I wanted to change and all of that good jazz, but I've reached a point now where I'm like, if I don't film it and post it, I never will. So here we are. Like I said, today is Sunday the 29th of September. I am filming my October 2024 monthly reset video. This reset video will encompass me looking at the month of September in terms of how it went. I won't touch on the budget because I'll film that completely separate, and then I will look at the books that I read in the month of September and what I'm planning for October and the rest of the year. And then finally I will be covering my budget for the month of October. There are some changes coming along in my life. Well, some changes I've already implemented, some are about to take effect and all of that good jazz, and we'll talk about all of that in today's video. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome or welcome back if you're not new around here. So on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So right now I have my trusted tea. I've already had my coffee. So I had coffee this morning, then I had church online, and now I wanted a hot drink, so I just made me some fruit tea here. And then I also made my carrot smoothie. So this is just carrots, protein powder, did I put anything else, almond milk and water. That's it. It's quite thick actually. I might need to get a spoon later, but this is what I'm having for my breakfast. I do have my trusted tools that I use. So this is my planner, and then this is just a lined notebook that I track my life in, and then I have my trusted laptop here when we do come to the budget, and then my trusted mobile is here in case I need to refer to anything. So like I said, I'm gonna start off this month by firstly looking at the goals that I had planned. Now it may also mean quickly having a look into my my budget tracker, just to have a look if there is anything in there that I did not capture in my notebook as well. So I will open the budget tracker app as well, just to make sure I have everything ready to share. Okay, so September. Okay, so for the month of September, the monthly reminder that I had was, you are the most important project you will ever work on. No truer words have ever been spoken. I truly believe this. You yourself are the most important project you ever work on, so it's important to invest in yourself, look after yourself and do what's best for you. This is what I love about personal finance, because it's personal. So I have in my tracker my top priorities and my top goals, which I think should also be reflected in my planner. So we'll go to September. So if I start off first with my top priorities that are reflected both in my planner and in my budget tracker is the following: to celebrate my mom's 60th birthday. So in the plan I just said to celebrate mom's birthday. So my mom turned 60 and I decided to throw her a surprise lunch party with her closest friends and a couple of my friends. Well, just my best friends, that's it. So that went well. It was in the middle of the month and mom had such a lovely time. I can't believe I put it off. It cost a pretty penny, and we'll talk about it in the budget video that I'll film I think next week, because it should go up next week Sunday. And yes, it cost a pretty penny, but I don't regret it, and I am so happy that I was able to do this for my mom. Like, absolutely happy. The second priority was to celebrate one of my best friend's birthdays. We went to London, had some Korean, and then went to this Afro Caribbean club and had a lovely time. It was just very nice spending time with my friends. The third top priority I had was to renew my car insurance. So I was expecting my car insurance, it's one of my annual bills, I was expecting it to be around, because last year was 350, I was expecting it to be at least 400, 450 this year. No, it was almost 500 pounds. Like, yeah, almost 500 pounds. And I did go on comparison sites, individual companies to check, and they all came to around the same, which was around 500 pounds. And a friend of mine was like, it's a conspiracy, they all know that you're looking this time, so they just decide to keep you with who you are and with who you are with, and be like, oh yeah, this is the better price compared to other ones. And literally, like, I couldn't find anything less than 500 pounds for my annual car insurance, which for me is absolutely crazy. I know there are people who are paying thousands, but for me, I have been paying between, I want to say 300 to 390 for a whole year car insurance, and I have lived in that bubble for a while, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm still sad that it has gone up to this much, to almost 400 pounds, 500 pounds. So that was the third one. The fourth one was for me to renew my rail card, my network rail card. I was able to do that. So having upgraded one of my bank accounts with Monzo, I ended up getting, one of the perks of that account is to get a rail card. Now, I don't necessarily need a rail card, but I also do. I don't, to go into London from my area, it's about 30 pounds. That is off peak, and then during peak hours it could be about 70 pounds. So I like having this rail card for the times when I have to take a train into London or when I'm going to the airport. It really does save me a lot of money. So this is why I decided to go for the network rail card, and thankfully now that I have a bank account, which gives me, is one of the perks, I was able to do that. So I didn't have to spend any of my money, but if I had to, it would have been about 30 pounds. So those were my top priorities. And in terms of my top goals, I had in the tracker to pay my water bill, which I did, save at least 100 pounds for my 100 envelope savings challenge, which I did, get my brake pads fixed, which I did, and then book and attend the theater and or the spa. I was able to do the spa, I didn't do the theater, which I'm happy about. In the planner as well, I still had the same things, just in different order: the theater or the spa, brake pads, save 100 pounds, pay water bill. So I had the same thing. Sometimes they differ a little bit. This is why I'm looking at both, but on the screen you should have been seeing the one that's in my tracker. But those were my top goals: paying my water bill, saving at least 100 pounds for my 100 envelope savings challenge, getting my brake pads fixed, and booking and attending the theater and all the spa. And I did the spa. Overall, the month of September for me has been an incredible month. It has been expensive. I'm looking at the tracker right now, and I am over almost 4,500 pounds that I've spent in my variable expenses. And again, I won't talk about it in today's video because I'm going to do a whole separate video on this. I do not regret any of this. I just want to make this clear. I'm absolutely okay with it, and seeing where the money went. Everything that I spent on is things that I wanted to spend on. Let me put it that way. I wanted to spend on, and I'm glad I did do what I wanted to do. So yeah, and because of September and also the last 3 months, I've also made some financial changes in my life that I'll talk about in how much I spend in a month video. So watch out for that. But yeah, so the month of September was absolutely incredible. I do have every single month, I think since January, I've had this goal of working out at least 3 times. So I work out Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I've been able to do that. Then when I do the reformer pilates, that week means I have done 4 workouts, which I have been able to do and absolutely love. I just love how colorful it all turns out once I've colored it in. But yeah, so I have worked out at least 3 times every single week. This ended week, the week of the 23rd, I didn't work out on Wednesday because on Tuesday I had a tooth extracted, and one of the advice they give you is not to do anything strenuous. Like they literally say avoid exercise 24 hours after having the tooth removed, because you don't want the clots to burst, because then you just start bleeding excessively. So I didn't work out on Wednesday, but by Thursday my wound had closed up, clogged up nicely, so I wasn't bleeding. My tooth wasn't bleeding anymore, so I was like, okay. So Friday I worked out, and I decided, since I didn't do my workout on Wednesday, I did it on Saturday instead. So I did my workout on Saturday, so to make sure that I had the 3 workouts, which I am happy about. So yeah, I have been able to work out 3 times a week the entire month of September, and the first week I actually worked out 4 times, which is great. In terms of the content that I share on this channel, I share videos on Sunday and on Tuesdays, and then one Friday of the month. I have done that, and yeah, and this is the last Sunday of the month, so we'll be filming, well, I will be making this video live later today. But overall, it has been an incredible month. I am happy with how it has turned out, and I'm like very excited for the last 3 months of the year, because so much has been planned. Expensive, this is why I have made the changes that I've made in my financial life. But overall, September, chef's kiss, it has been incredible. So that is looking at the month of September and reflecting on it. Before I start sharing my plans for the month of October, I am actually quickly going to do the books, because I want to do the books, you guys. So when it comes to the books that I have read in the month of September, it's these 3. So the first book that I've finished recently is How to Kill Your Family and Get Away with It. Loved this book, and let me tell you one thing, I'm not going to give anything away, you really have to read this book. But when I finished reading this book, the thought that jumped into my mind was, it truly is a man's world, because this woman did all of the hard work, not that I'm condoning violence, but did all of the hard work only for a surprise character to come in and steal the glory from her. Like, I literally, my exact thoughts were, it truly is a man's world. I could not believe it. Like, the last character came in for me out of nowhere, and it did not give me any indication whether this character coming in was a good idea or a bad idea. But in the end, in my personal opinion, it was a bad idea. But yeah, How to Kill Your Family was 5/5 for me, 5/5. I absolutely love it. Then you guys know that I love Colleen Hoover. I have been reading her books for a while now. I literally just, in my notebook, I had to write, like, at the back, like literally write down how many Colleen Hoover books I have read, and I think I have read 8 books, including these 2, and the 9th one I'll talk about it in a second. But I started with It Ends With Us, then I read It Starts With Us, then I read Verity. Verity shocked the Jesus out of me. It scared the crap out of me. Layla, All Your Perfects, Never Never. Then I read Confess, which I absolutely love. I read Confess by Colleen Hoover, and then I also read Ugly Love. I loved these books, absolutely enjoyed my reads for the month of September. You guys, I am in awe. I'm glad that my reading slump is now going to the wayside. I'm finally back in enjoying the books. But yeah, so these are the 3 books that I read in the month of September. And for the month of October, I have got 2 books that I'm going to read. So this book, November by Colleen Hoover, will be my 9th book. Isn't that crazy? Like, this is November 9th is my next book, and this will be my 9th book to read. I'm very excited to read this book. I haven't started yet, but I'm looking forward to reading this book. So this will be the next book that I read, and then I've decided to give The Ritual another go. It's a huge book. It's literally like the size of a Bible to me. But I'm gonna give it another go. It did start to pick up a little bit. I am on chapter 15. Well, I finished chapter 14 and I'm soon to start chapter 15. So it started to pick up, and I think now that my reading slump is almost gone, I can get back into it. But yes, so I've got The Richer to Read and November 9th by Colin Hoover. So these are my next two books that I intend to read in the month of October. And I also have my Kindle because there are a couple of books by Lucy Score that I would like to read. So I was checking out my 2024 goals, and for 2024 I want to read 24 books. So far, at the time of filming this video, I have now officially read 12 books, which means in the next 3 months I have to read another 12 books to achieve my goal. So you guys wish me luck. And also, now that I have discovered that I can listen to my audiobooks on Spotify as part of my premium package, I will be doing that. So this should help me get along and read all of the 12 books that I want to read. So read and listen. So that is the books that I read in the month of September and what I'm planning for the month of October. So with that being said, let us look at my plans for the month of October. So we're gonna go back into my planner, and I already completed the goals that I want to accomplish in the month of October, and you'll see them again in my tracker once I start projecting my tracker. I think, did I put all my top goals in here? I haven't put all my top goals in. Yeah, no, I think I have. But essentially, I'm very much looking forward to the month of October. So many things have been planned, and October is a preparatory month for me for November and December. But let's go into my plans for the month of October. So October is my dad's birthday month, so celebrate dad's birthday. Then I've got one of my really good friends' weddings, so I'm attending a wedding. And then I have one of my best friend's Hindus. I have the role of lead Hindu planner, so a lot of the things that we are doing and taking to the Hindu is at my house. Then I have to go ahead and book and attend my Pilates. Pilates is one thing that I do with one of my really good friends. Every single month. We've been doing it since the beginning of the year, or is it since last year? I'm not really sure, but we've been doing it since January, I wanted to say. And every single month, I think November might be November. No, I think we're okay with November. December might be the month we miss it, but we haven't decided yet, because I think it's only the last 2 weekends of the year where we're both free, and we're trying to see if we can do it. So yeah, so book and attend Pilates, and the fifth one is to book and attend the theater. Since in September I went to the spa, in October I would like to go to the theater and see something, whether locally or in London. So these are my goals for October. Then I do have other goals. So what I've shared is, according to my planner, these are my monthly to-dos, and then my top goals are to pay for my subscription. I'm looking here, not in the planner, but you see it also in the planner, to pay for my subscription. So I have 2 subscriptions that are due. Like I said, I do have a lot of annual bills. So I have my iQIYI. So this is an app that I use to watch Chinese dramas, so my C dramas, K dramas, Thai dramas as well, and Taiwan dramas. So I renew that. My Flow, so my period app, is also due in October, so we need to pay for that. Then I wanted to also, I have this goal in here, but they're not in the tracker, to look at my rental property expenses, because I think my bathroom, well, my rental property number 2's bathroom is being painted in October, which means I most likely won't get a rental income from this property in October. because we have to pay the vendor, but we shall see. But I need to look into that. I did also write to submit my tax forms. Finally gathered all of the documents yesterday, and I'm now ready to send them to my accountant. The fourth one I have is to save at least £300 towards my emergency fund. So I need to look into this, see if that will work. But those are the goals that I have. October is going to be a very, very busy month for me. Every single weekend in October I have something to do. I have a wedding, I have Pilates, and then supporting my mom at a show in London. Then I have a hen do, then I have a Lowola day as well. So every single weekend I think there's only one weekend in October where I will be sleeping in my own bed. The rest of the weekends I'm sleeping somewhere else, which is crazy, but not surprising at all. So very much excited for the month of October. There's so many wonderful things that I cannot wait to happen. But yeah, and then I have also put, like, you know, to continue with my 3 times a week workouts, especially as this month, September, I have finally reached a goal. It's taken me a whole year, you guys, to lose 4 kilos. The first 2 kilos when I started working out fell off pretty quickly, so I thought, this won't be too bad. Child, I was kidding myself. The way the weight loss has not been linear, it has been and then oh, you guys, it's been frustrating. But I am told that's normal. It's not linear, you know, so it shouldn't just be downward trajectory. It's literally more this than anything else. But I'm very excited to have achieved this great milestone. So I've set myself a goal to achieve in the next 3 months. So by the end of December, there's something that I want to, there's a weight I would like to reach. Fingers crossed, wish me luck, you guys. But yes, so that is my plan for October. And now what I'm going to try and do is open up the app for sharing my screen so that I can share my screen with you guys. Let us begin. I need to move it up to the top first of all. Okay, let us begin. I'm going to start the screen record now. So for the month of October, my monthly reminder is as follows: water yourself with positivity and you will bloom. I couldn't agree more. I literally couldn't agree more. Absolutely love this month's reminder, and we've already gone through my monthly to-dos, so I'm not going to repeat these because I've already shared them already. But I am in love with this month's monthly reminder. Anyway, so now let's go into my budget, starting off with how much I am thinking I will bring in the month of October. So I'm thinking I will bring in at least 5,300. This is lower than what I normally project because I have changed my carryover to about 1,000. Normally I bring over 2,000, but the way my finances have been set up in the month of September, it means it's going to be less than that. But so this is why it's lower, but I'm projecting 5,300, and this is how I think it will play out. If I start off first with the bills, so with the bills, there isn't really too much change here except for my combined utilities. So these have gone down by £15. So every single year they send me an email to let me know that they have looked at the last 12 months of my spending, and this is what they feel I should be paying to still stay in credit. So it reduced from 130 to 115. And another thing that I'm thinking is going to go up is my second mobile, because I'm in the process of upgrading, and the new price will be about 45 £55. So for now I'm just projecting 55. If this upgrade doesn't go through, then this would just go back to the usual £20. But for now, this is what I'm projecting. So not a lot of change here. I haven't actually checked what I think my I haven't checked what I think my actual mobile amount will be. I don't know if they've sent me the message yet, but I may have missed it if they had, or I just can't see it right now. Vodafone. Oh, they have sent me a message to let me know that my broadband is changing, so we need to look into that. But in terms of, okay, so on the 2nd of October your bill should be, they said 39.87, so it should be about £40. So should we change this? No, I'll leave it at 50 for now. Just allows me to create a buffer in my account. So for now, my internet, my phone, I'll leave it at 50. Because my broadband is going down, I do need to look into this, because right now I have a combined bill. So right now it tells me for October it should be about £40, but I'm going to leave it 50 right now. So overall I am expecting to send at least 2,000, over 2,500 towards my bills for the month of October. So that is what I'm anticipating. So if we now go to looking at my investments, so with my investments there is a lot of change here. So I am not planning for the next 3 months to send anything towards my ISA and my SIP. This has been such a hard decision for me, and I'll make a whole separate video about this, but I'm not going to be sending anything starting the month of October. I made all the updates I needed to make in the month of September for them to reflect in October, so I won't be making any contributions to these. For Equate, I have changed this. If you watch my budget videos, you know I normally send about 125, so I'm just going to send 25. I was going to give it up completely, but I honestly don't want to, so I'm going to put £25. Then for Plum, this one I normally try to put as 0, but I'm putting 25. Actually, do you know what, let me put 0 for Plum and then change 25 back to free trade, because I do want to still invest a little bit into my free trade. And then my LISA I'm not touching. I'm gonna leave this alone because I only started investing in my LISA this year, April, May time, so I'm keeping it for now, which means for the investments only projecting to send at least £100. This is such a bummer for me because I try to send between about £700 to £900 a month, but for the last 3 months of the year I'll be sending at least £100 to my investments. This is because there's so many things I want to do and pay off before the end of the year. That's why I've made this decision. So now if I move over towards my debt, so for my debt I do have my Zopa loan, a Nationwide credit card, and then my Creation loan as well. So Zopa I'm projecting 700, the minimum is 650. The minimum for my Nationwide credit card is about 35, but I projected 50. And in Creation the minimum is 600, but I'm projecting 650 because I want to pay all of this off earlier, which means I am going to be sending at least 1,400 towards my debt. So this is my plan in terms of what I want to send towards my debt. So if we then go straight to, I want to first start off with my savings and sinking fund. With this I'm projecting to send at least £50 to vacation. So this is my 100 envelope savings challenge. And then for my emergency fund, here I am putting 200, even though in my goals I'm saying 300 because I'm putting that as a stretch goal, but for the purpose of my budget I'm only projected 200, which means for the month of October I am projecting to send at least 250 towards my savings. Then when it comes to my variable expenses, this is the plan that I currently have. My groceries will stay the same, about 200. Wellness stays the same for 125. I'm not touching this because this is with my wellness coach and this is for my health, so I'm not changing that. I'm not projecting anything for my restaurant or coffee and social. I will be busy enough, but I don't think I'll be having coffee dates, and especially now that I get Greg's treats with my Monzo bank account, I can just get the free coffees every week, so that's okay. Fuel, I'm going to be traveling a lot actually, so I still have about 300 miles right now in my car, so I'll be able to use the majority of that for the first 2 weeks of October, and then I'll top up at least twice. My tank is about 50 pounds to full tank. That's about 300 miles, so I should be okay. Tithe, I'm not putting anything. Miscellaneous, I just threw the 36 because I didn't know where else to put it. Self-care, I'm putting 65 because I do want to do my hair. Just don't know exactly what, because of the weddings and the hen dos. I need to get my hair out of the way. I don't have time to be doing this every single day, so yeah. Shopping, I'm putting 50 because I do need to buy a dress for a wedding. It turns out all the dresses that I have are either not wedding appropriate or they're the wrong color scheme for the weddings I'm going to. Subscriptions, 250. I do have 2 annual bills coming through, so this is why it's £100 higher than normally would be. Travel and housing, I'm projecting nothing. Business, 160. This is about usual. Then £50 for car maintenance and all of that good jazz. So with all of that, I'm projecting to spend at least 1,000 pounds, 1,036 pounds. I would prefer to spend just less than 1,000, but that hasn't been working out too well for me. But yeah, so this is what my budget is looking like. So I'm projecting 5,300 in income, over 2,500 towards my bills, over £1,000 towards my variable expenses, about 250 going to my savings, £100 going to my investments, and over 1,400 going towards my debt. So this is what I'm thinking for the month of October. And then whilst we're here, I think I'll just quickly show you my bills calendar. So like I said, today is Sunday, the 29th of September when I am filming this video, so you can see today's date. There we go. So all I need to do now for my October bills to start showing is to just change the current month to October. The year still the same, and then I will also update this, so there won't be anything for my Vanguard, so we can change that and just put Zopa loan. That will be on the 16th of October, so I'm gonna change this to October. Then this will also be October, so I'm gonna change this to creation loan. Creation loan. And then my LISA will be on, when is the 9th of, yeah, it's a Wednesday, so it would do 9th of October. And then I don't have car MOT this year, and mom's birthday was, yeah, so. And then we've got the bill dates that have been pulled from the October template, and then they're all appearing here. So the first week, so I always say the first 5 days of the month for me are my most busy ones. So my mortgage, my advanced mortgage, council tax, and gym will come out on the 1st, so this Tuesday. And all of these actually will also come out, I think, on the Tuesday, but this template only allows me to add 5 items, so some I've had to put them on the 2nd, and then my phone will come out, my phone and my internet will come out on the 4th. And yeah, so that is it. I just wanted to show you guys my bill pay calendar. It's pretty simple. I love this tracker. I have the Ultimate Wealth Dashboard 2.0 tracker. Absolutely love it, and I intend to use it next year as well. I just re-downloaded this 2.0 and they've made some changes which I love for me. But yeah, so that is the budget. For October, this is my October 2024 monthly reset video. I hope you enjoyed this video. So I reflected on September. I looked at the books that I read in September and my plans for the month of October. Then I looked at my plans for the month of October itself, and now we have just finished looking at the budget. What I'm going to do right now, it is currently 11:50, so I have spent practically an hour filming this video. Don't know if this video will be an hour long, but I'm now going to just start editing this video, and I'm hoping to make it live before 3 p.m. today, but we shall see, because I think it's going to take me at least an hour to edit this video. But this is what I get for filming it last minute, but that's okay. So I'm going to just knuckle down, do that, and I'm very excited for October. I hope you guys are too. The last 3 months of the year have come around so quickly, so quickly, but I'm very excited for them. So thank you so much for watching my video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video soon.